Hello, beautifuls. Are you familiar with the term holism? It's a term that's used in philosophy and physics. And it actually is describing a system that is intimately connected, so much so that one part could not be extricated and exist independently. It's also been described as a system that is so intimately interconnected that it can only be defined by other aspects of that system. And using that idea of holism today, I wanted to explore our connection with everything and how it is that we might be able to deepen that connection. I'm going to take advantage today, too, of my environment to help illustrate that connection. So, for example, when we look at these big, beautiful trees, and you take a picture of their branches, and you put it beside a picture of the human lungs, it is uncanny at how similar they are. If we go down and we go into the root system of the tree, and we look at pictures of a root system of a tree, and the tributaries of a river, or river basins, we look at lightning strikes in the sky, and we look at the vascular system in humans of our veins and vessels and capillaries. They look the same. There is a connection between us individually and every other humankind and our environment, whether that be the trees or the ocean. And when we acknowledge this connection, it can have a huge impact on our life. Conversely, whether we choose to acknowledge it or not, or even agree with it, it is an energetic reality. And it exists whether we decide to actively participate or not. And the invitation today is to explore ways in which you can deepen that connection to an experience where you are connected to everything. That actually would start with self-awareness. And self-awareness more on a mundane level, like your emotions, your likes, your dislikes. It's much deeper than that. It is the awareness of who you are at your very core. Not how you define yourself or what you do, but why you're here. How you came into existence. Why you exist. And when we take the time to learn, understand ourselves lovingly, compassionately, intimately, we are better equipped to understand how we are part of the whole. It's similar to math. You learn the basics of math before you can do geotrig. If we don't understand the basics of who we are, we can't fully comprehend or experience how we are connected to everything else. That interconnectedness is deep. We are not all the same, but we are equal and not separate. When we understand this, we can acknowledge that our actions, our thoughts, affect far more than the events in our daily life. And when we connect with the energy that is far beyond the ego, our life and our experience is richer and more creative. And so are our communities, so are our environments. And there is so much power in this place where we understand that we are much more than just this limited human experience. I thank you so much for coming by today and listening to this perspective. I know it might be a new perspective for some, an unwelcomed one for others, and they've probably left already. But I enjoy so very much you listening and expanding your experience on this planet. And until we speak again, please be well.